Hello and welcome to YouTube channel HealthQ, the place where our mission is to not only motivate you but help you to move on to the brighter side of the health. In today's video, I'm going to talk about some of the common parenting challenges that parents face while helping children overcome the challenges that they have with cerebral palsy. So, if you are a CP parent, make sure to watch this video till then so that I can help you understand certain challenges that you are facing. I hope you can relate to it and also can find some solutions around it. So, let's get started. So friends, whenever a child is confirmed with this diagnosis of cerebral palsy, spastic diplegia, dystonia, it is really a shattering news for parents. Sometimes what happens is the news comes with a lot of surprises. There is lack of clarity in terms of what exactly has happened, what are the chances or possibilities for that child, and also parents are not able to understand what are the right things, what are the most important things that they should focus on. This keeps them under a lot of confusion and they find it difficult to understand how to go about this entire process. This makes things more frustrating, more challenging for them. On top of it, family pressure, society pressure, financial pressure adds up the things. And I personally believe that parents whose kids are suffering from cerebral palsy are the ones who genuinely need a lot of support and help. And with that intent in mind, I'm trying to create these videos so that I can share all the knowledge and information that I have got with you guys. So what I'm going to do in today's video is I'm going to share some of the common challenges that you usually face, and I will share my take or my ideas on it, like how you can work about it, right? So the first challenge which I have already observed with a lot of parents is understanding the condition itself. I believe a lot of parents don't understand what exactly is cerebral palsy at first place, and lack of that understanding leads to a lot of other confusion, a lot of other trials and errors. So at first place, it's important to talk to your healthcare professional and understand what exactly is cerebral palsy. I have already explained in a lot of my videos, but I'll share it with you again. Cerebral palsy is nothing but an injury and damage that has happened to the brain. This damage can happen either before birth, during birth, or after birth. There are many reasons due to which this damage happens. Alright, now based on what area of the brain the damage has happened, the severity or the symptoms would be present. Let's say if the damage has happened only to the area of the brain which was responsible for leg muscle activity, then probably the child will have spastic diplegia. Let's say there is a global brain damage. Let's say the brain development did happen. There was loss of white matter due to some genetic issues or whatever it is, and this was pre-birth itself. What we call it as also as periventricular leukomalacia. There the child might have more severe symptoms like quadriplegia or spastic quadriplegia or even dystonia, right? If there is the problem with cerebellum, which is a structure in the brain again, then the child will have cerebellar ataxia or else more of ataxic kind of CP, right? So based on the area of the brain which has got damaged, the structure and functions would be impaired. Hence it's important that whatever MRI scans that you have got, try to read through, try to talk to doctor and understand in what areas of the brain this damage has happened. That's step number one, or else I would say the commonest confusion will be solved a lot with this. The second common confusion that parents have is regarding exercises. Parents believe that exercises is something that needs to be done for only few years and then everything would be fine. But trust me on this, exercises like everyone, the child needs to go through. These exercises are not necessarily the same for every child, varies from child to child, but it all depends on what is the exact pathology of the child and what are the weak areas of the child, right? So these exercises has to be continued, should be changed, should be progressed as time passes by. The third common notion that parents have is that if they change diet or if they go for stem cell therapy or there would be some miracle medicine that is going to cure this problem. So they try to search for it. Now, unfortunately, there has not been any sort of medical management or a treatment process which have been able to reverse the problem, right? All these therapies, all these medicines are existing to support the child, to make the child as much independent as possible. So I understand your space of asking like how much is the possibility for my child to cure. Unfortunately, there is no cure for this problem. So the entire idea of physiotherapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy is to make child as independent as possible. You need to be consistent with it so that you can attain good level of independence in your child. The next common question or confusion that parents have is they believe that if a therapist is doing something for the child, that's enough, nothing else is required from our end. So like if 1 hour of therapy is done, the child is done for the day. Unfortunately, that also doesn't work. As a parent, it's important that you also need to put some effort for your child's development. These efforts are mostly in maintaining the muscle tone. So you can incorporate a lot of daily massages, stretches at your level on a regular basis. So whenever the therapist is coming, he or she, or it's whenever you are going to the therapy center, you can focus on child's progressive development activities. This could be in the form of a neurodevelopmental technique, it could be in the form of sensory integration technique, or it could be in the form of any sort of progressive exercise program. So that is important. Fourth thing, parents think that these devices, this chairs, special chairs, boots and all. So whenever child starts crying, they stop using them. But unfortunately, that also has this negative implication. If any kind of orthosis is given to you, if any kind of splint is given to you, it is for a reason, right? So I understand that child would be cranky, but you have to slowly make child comfortable with it, and child needs to wear it to the prescribed time. Because if that is not worn, then all the process that the child is going through will go on way, because night splinting, positioning plays a very crucial role. And last but not the least, key concern which I have observed with parents is they force children to do some activities. They force child to do an exercise. Again, I will say force increases spasticity, force increases tightness. The more the child is crying, the more would be the tightness. So ideally, the idea is to calm down the muscles of the child, let the child be in a playful and comfortable mode, and then slowly make the child to do exercises, engage the child in doing exercise. And also is sunlight exposure and good diet. I can't stress on this more that sunlight exposure is a very key component in child's growth and development. So make sure that you give enough sunlight exposure to the child on a daily basis. Avoid keeping child or having child spending a lot of time under tube lights. Let the child spend a lot of time in natural lights. That will help develop his immune system, that will help develop his body. Okay, and food, natural food, good food which is high in fats. When I say fat, does not mean oily food and all. Good fats, like the nuts has got good fats, right? Those kind of food, and green leafy vegetables, fruits, stuff like that is healthier for child. So give a good combination of good nutrition, good sleep, good mental well-being, good physical activity. When you combine all of this, at that time you will see that child is getting better results. I believe that parenting is a difficult journey, especially when a child is suffering from a condition like cerebral palsy, and you need a lot of support at that time. And that's why we have come up with a very special parent support group on Telegram. This community is open for all. If you are a parent of a child suffering from cerebral palsy, want to know and learn more about cerebral palsy, hacks, management guidelines of solving day-to-day challenges of the child, make sure to join this. All you need to do is just in this video, in comment, just share I am interested in joining this community. Share your email ID. Our team will send you a form which you need to fill up, and after you fill up this form, you will receive a link to join the Telegram group. I hope through this effort we are able to help you as a parent to overcome all the challenges that you face as CP parent. On that note, I'll end this video here and I'll see you in another video. Thank you.